don't think it's going to be nice for me. And I know there's a bet going on, so I don't want to let anyone down. So it's only a few pages. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike, and it's my honor to be standing here as Ian's best man. Apparently, I should say it's an honor and a pleasure, but I know the pleasure won't kick in until this speech part is over. And I had a few glasses of champagne, of course. When Ian came to me only 4 weeks ago and asked me to be his best man, I felt privileged. But when I looked at all the duties required of me, I thought he would have been better off choosing someone else. At the end of the day, I've never been to a wedding before, and I'm Hungarian. So then he offered me 40 quid. But I told him, mate, this isn't a decision that money could change. So then he offered me 60 quid and a supplement of my choice. So you're right. You can imagine how nervous I was about this day, and actually still am. So like every good best man, I turned to the internet for help. After a couple of hours surfing the web and a dozen pop-up windows, I found some pretty good stuff. Then I remembered I was looking for inspiration for the speech. And I'm sure you'll agree with me, gentlemen, today is a sad day for single men, as another beauty leaves the available list. And ladies, I'm sure you'll agree that today is passing by without much of a ripple. You get more, just warm it up. I have only known Ian for a couple of years, so I don't really have any cute or embarrassing stories of how he used to pick his nose, how he used to play in a jazz band. Isn't that alright? That is bad. Or how he went to bed until he was 12. It's a true story. No, you said 12. He went to bed until he was 12. So my hands are tied there. Or was it actually Ian's hands last Saturday? On night out? So not knowing him for a long time is probably the reason he chose me. Besides the fact he hasn't got many mates, and protein shakes obviously can't talk. To be truthful, Ian and I, you probably don't know that, we actually met in a prison cell. Okay, actually we met in his gym. As I walked in, I've seen a big guy posing in front of the best lit mirror, carefully selected, shirt off. You can imagine what I thought of him, right? Well, I do the same every morning, so we got him there from the start. One thing I do know about Ian and Susie is how they met. They first saw each other in the town centre. I hope I'm right. Yeah. Ian wanted to get to know her so much that he spent many long hours in the cafe, sipping tea, waiting to see if she would walk past again. It's been going on for months, until Susie had enough, and asked Ian on a night out in Time and Tide. Are you stalking me? Then, as I heard, she was knocking his face off. As you know, Ian isn't the kind of guy who talks about his feelings a lot. And yet, in a text message he sent me a few months ago, he managed to summarize what he thinks of me and his beautiful bride. His kind words were, "Mike, you're quite sensible, almost geekish." Smiley face. Cheers, mate, I thought. And about Susie. Susie is my rock. Everything that's good about me comes from having her. So I'm keeping her. Yes, mate, you have a stunning, amazing wife, so keep it up. And Susie, well, what can I say? You might as well keep him. Just couldn't find a more muscular guy in Hartlepool, that's for sure. Although, to be honest, as a pair, you are the nicest people anyone wished to know or meet. And I am fortunate that you regard me as your friend. You got me emotional. So my most pleasant duty is to say thank you to the newlyweds on behalf of the bridesmaids and on behalf of the audience and myself. Thank the bridesmaids for looking so gorgeous tonight. I have to mention here, without any names, that according to one of these bridesmaids, okay, it was Diane, I am a cutie pie. But I leave you to decide. I think I'm just a really fit bloke. I'm sure that everybody's having a fantastic time today, after all these months of hard work and meticulous planning by Ian and Susie. Well, Susie, really. Ian just kind of turned up when he was told. But really, they have done an incredible job to make this a truly wonderful wedding. Just a note for those of you who work out, the bar does not sell protein shakes, so have a proper drink and enjoy the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, let's wish the happy couple a long and successful marriage, and may all their troubles be little ones. Thanks for listening, and could you please all stand up and raise your glasses. The toast is to the bride and groom, Ian and Susan. I think I would like to hand over to Susan.